If you don't change your direction, you'll end up right where you got hurt. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to talk about something that hits close to home for a lot of us. It's a powerful idea summed up in a simple phrase. If you don't change your direction, you'll end up right where you got hurt. Let that sink in for a moment. It sounds so obvious, right? But how many times have we found ourselves stuck in the same painful loop, wondering why we keep ending up in the same place, feeling the same disappointment, the same heartbreak, or the same frustration? Think of it like driving. If you take a wrong turn and end up in a dead-end street, you don't just keep driving into the wall, hoping it will magically disappear. You stop, you turn around, and you find a new route. Yet, in life, we often just keep pushing forward on that same dead-end road. Maybe it's a pattern in our relationships where we keep choosing partners who treat us the same way. Or it could be a career path that's been draining our soul for years, but we're too afraid to even look at the map for an alternative. It could even be a mindset, a negative self-talk loop that convinces us we're not good enough, trapping us in a cycle of self-sabotage. We know the road leads to pain, but we keep walking it anyway. Why do we do this? Well, a big reason is comfort. The familiar, even when it's painful, can feel safer than the unknown. That dead-end street, at least we know what's there. A new road could lead anywhere, and that uncertainty can be terrifying. We might tell ourselves, this time it'll be different, or maybe if I just try a little harder, it will work out. But this is often just a way to avoid the real work, which is making a conscious decision to change course. Change is hard. It requires courage, effort, and a leap of faith into something new. I want you to think about an area in your life where you feel stuck. Where do you keep getting hurt? Is it a relationship? Your job? Your finances? Take a second to really identify it. Now, ask yourself honestly, what direction have I been heading in? What are the small, daily choices I've been making that keep me on this path? Acknowledging this isn't about blaming yourself, it's about empowering yourself. It's the first, most crucial step in taking back the steering wheel of your life. You can't change a direction you refuse to see. Let's break down how we can actually change course. The first step is awareness, which we just talked about. The next step is acceptance. You have to accept that the old path is not serving you. Stop romanticizing it, stop making excuses for it, and stop hoping it will magically transform. Accept that it leads to a place you don't want to be. This acceptance is liberating. It frees you from the obligation to keep trying something that has proven time and time again to fail. Once you've accepted this, it's time to define your new destination. Where do you actually want to go? If your current relationship pattern leads to heartbreak, what does a healthy, loving relationship look like for you? If your job leaves you feeling empty, what kind of work would bring you fulfillment and joy? Get specific, write it down, visualize it, create a clear picture of your desired destination. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's creating a new GPS coordinate for your life. Without a destination, you're just wandering aimlessly. Now, with a new destination in mind, you can start plotting a new route. This is where small, actionable steps come in. You don't have to make a massive, life-altering change overnight. In fact, that's often a recipe for overwhelm and failure. Instead, focus on the very next turn you can make. If you want to leave a toxic job, your first turn might be updating your resume. Just that, the next turn might be spending 15 minutes a day looking at job postings. If you want healthier relationships, your first turn might be reading a book on setting boundaries or deciding not to text that person you know is bad for you. These small steps build momentum. Each one is a tiny course correction that, over time, leads you in a completely new direction. Think of it like a giant ship. To turn a massive ship, you don't just yank the wheel hard to one side. You make a small adjustment to the rudder. That tiny change, held consistently over a long distance, will completely alter the ship's course. Your life is the same. Your small, consistent daily decisions are your rudder. Each healthy meal, each page of a book you read, each difficult conversation you have, each time you choose self-respect over temporary validation, but it's changing your trajectory. Of course, this journey will have challenges. When you start to change direction, you might face resistance. Sometimes that resistance comes from other people who are comfortable with the old you. They might not understand why you're changing. But more often, the biggest resistance comes from within. Your old habits and fears will pull you back toward that familiar, painful road. You'll have moments of doubt. You'll be tempted to turn back. In those moments, you have to remember why you started. Reconnect with your vision for your new destination. Remind yourself of the pain of the old path. Was it really that comfortable? Or was it just a familiar kind of misery? Be kind to yourself. If you slip up and take a step back onto the old road, don't beat yourself up. It doesn't mean you've failed. It just means you're human. The important thing is not to stay there. Acknowledge the detour, forgive yourself, and get back on your new path as quickly as you can. Every new day is a new opportunity to choose your direction. I want to share a quick story. I had a friend who was stuck in a cycle of jobs he hated. He'd get a job, feel excited for a few months, and then slowly start to feel drained, uninspired, and trapped. He'd quit, find a similar job, and the cycle would repeat. He kept ending up hurt and burnt out. For years, he thought the problem was the specific company or the boss. But one day, he realized the problem was his direction. He was always chasing a high salary in a field he had no passion for. The destination was money, but the journey was misery. So he decided to change direction. His new destination was fulfillment. He took a huge pay cut to take an entry-level job in a field he was passionate about: animal rescue. It was scary. His family thought he was crazy, but for the first time, he was excited to go to work. The small steps he took volunteering on weekends, taking online courses, networking with people in the field, they all led him down this new path. Today, he's not rich, but he is happy. He successfully changed his direction and ended up somewhere wonderful, instead of back in the same place of hurt. His story is a perfect example of this principle in action. Your story can be too. It's not about finding a perfect, problem-free life. It's about choosing your problems. Would you rather face the growing pains of change and uncertainty, or the familiar, soul-crushing pain of stagnation? The choice is always yours. So, I challenge you today. Look at the map of your life. Identify that one road that keeps leading you back to a place of pain, and make a choice. Make one small turn. Just one. Send that email. Sign up for that class. Go for that walk. Say no to something that drains you. Say yes to something that scares you but excites you. You have incredible power to steer your own life. Don't give that power away by staying on autopilot. If you don't change your direction, you are guaranteed to end up right where you got hurt. But if you do, if you find the courage to turn the wheel even just a little bit, you might just end up somewhere better than you ever could have imagined. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, please leave a comment below and share one small turn you're planning to make. Let's support each other. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. I'll see you in the next one.